That would go perfect with that car.
Yeah. Car show at the tech school. Every day is a new day. There he is, folks, the wheel man for the 84. Trying to get the wheels where they won't go down so we can get back out on the track, baby. All right, so if you lift that dude up, that little ashtray. How much of that? Oh yeah. Yeah. Almost the whole thing covered.
Yep.
A little bit of tape, a little self-etch, we'll be in good. There we go. All right, guys, so Gus been working on these wheels, trying to get these things to look good. Here's kind of after application, working, scrubbing, got the second dose of the juice on there. And then here is where he started from. So, man, you want some stuff that really works? This Diablo wheel cleaner from Chemical Guys. It is the magic sauce to get rid of that brake funk. I think that was like a leaky axle, maybe a leaky wheel cylinder or something. It's ugly. And you a bunch of trouble. That's looking good. That's looking awesome. All right, so Van Sickle tractor paint self-etch aerosol. Yep, that's what we're using. You know, everything had an ashtray in it back in the day, so here we go. We're gonna hit this ashtray with a little self-etch because it was super rusty. Okay. Check your fan, guys, as soon as you start spraying. Yeah. Typical paint job, 20 minutes of masking and 3 seconds of glory here. All we want's one even coat. Keep the runs out, no diarrhea in your paint. Hit it from this wave, Jack. Good job. Light, light, light. Okay, come hit this side. Yep, now hit it from this direction. Yep, whoa, now hit this side over here. You're doing good. Don't be nervous just because I'm standing here getting ready to choke you out if you mess up. Okay. And Hayden needs a little bit more right there. Yeah. Yeah. All right, folks, so here we go. We got the door panels all set up. We got the sim die and the gun, and all our bare metal is coated with self-etching primer so this stuff will stick. So we're gonna spray some light coats of this on here, and yeah, we'll just keep showing you as we go. Spray over the self-etch and everything, bro.
You want the self-etch?
Spray over all of it. Yep. Yep. Look at that, right on the carpet. Now, slow back. So you take the brush your carpet, hit it one more time, and then we got to quit. Hit it this way. Yeah, you gotta, huh? Yeah, he'll get all of it. We're just like trying to make a video out of it, having fun doing the stuff. Might be able to lower the air pressure on the gun.
You want to do that right now? Or?
No, just keep going. Don't change anything on your first coat. There we go. All right. That's good. All right, Hayden. Yeah, it's like getting tricky with it, jiggy with it. There you go. Wet her down. You don't have to go so fast. Just like If the stuff's not wet enough, it doesn't bond really good. So you want to get a decently wet coating. Yeah, that you don't do that without doing this. If you don't brush the carpet will become stiff.
We should have took before and after pictures. That looks great.
There he is, folks. Willie. He's the wheel man for the number 31 car. All right, so pretty phenomenal, I think, to get this stuff done. I think these little doodads go on here. Got some wood grain stuff that goes back in here. Let's go get some of this coolness. So there's your one of the undyed pieces, one of the armrests, you know. And then we got these things. They just kind of poke through there, and you got to fold little ears over on them. They're super easy to take out and put in, which I think is cool. We just kind of get them in there. Got, oh, metal stuff. Sorry about that. And this one here pokes back in somehow like that. Yeah, once you get that in there, and then this painted, and it'll go right there. Man, we'll have some cool looking stuff going on, right? Yeah, window switches here. The open close handle is there. Yeah, so more progress, more tips on what and how to do it. The biggest thing with doing this vinyl stuff is clean, clean, clean. Glass cleaner first, or soapy water first, rinsed off, dried. Alcohol cleaner is the last step, is what I think works best. And then don't spray super dry coat. Spray it wet enough for the solvent to penetrate into your vinyl. That's what you're after. And the carpet, I mean, it's pretty darn good. It's like you can still see a little difference if you look hard at it, but bro, that's a lot better than having to recover or do any of that kind of stuff down there. So there you go. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week or weekend or whatever it might be when this comes out. And hey, give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. You know, it really helps me out, keeps me going, builds enthusiasm to keep doing this stuff for you guys. And if there's a tip that you'd like to see, let me know, and we might be able to work it in. Peace out.
There you go. That's it.
Oh yeah, new tires. Got those Wagoneer wheels. Whole section of parts to be dyed the correct color. Yippee! Yeah, we're at that point trying to figure out the rear tailgate window stuff. Really, it's pretty simple because I had one put together and one that was all disassembled. I just have, this one has a heated back glass, a rear wiper, so it's got an extra wire loom. There's like a limit switch right here. I have no idea where all that went. It was all taken apart when I got it. So we're kind of figuring her out a piece at a time here, but it's going pretty good. There's a lot of sandpaper inside of here, guys. a lot. We could probably sand her down and repaint it one more time. It's starting to get super dirty. I don't like it because stuff's getting thrown on my rear door panels. I like to choke somebody out. But yeah, let's go in here and I'll show you what we've been working on today. You know, I haven't been working on this, man. Not looking forward to having to straighten, clean up, and polish that. So this is kind of the balance of the interior pieces. I believe I showed, like, starting out, you gotta clean, wash, scrub, get everything super clean, and then you stand a good chance all your material's sticking. These are the tough things here. I mean, that is painted right there, and this stuff is flexible enough. It'll go in. We're gonna have to glue these in. These pieces are super weird. They go along the very back of the car and like up along from the back to the quarter window, and makes a little finished edge there. And I got a feeling the interior of the car is gonna have to have some color put on it too to make it all count. I found another one of these handles, so we dyed it to match the other stuff that's in the car. These are actually the little pieces that screw to the door that your door card slides up under, or door panel, whatever you want to call it. Then seat belts, oh my gosh. Here we go. More vinyl stuff. And then, of course, we paint these and then lean them up against the wall. But now that's kind of where we're at on the old Wagoneer. I walked by and showed a picture of one of those wheels all polished up with the tires on it. They look super cool. Things are starting to get put back into place on it. I mean, if you go back and see the early videos of this, it was all torn apart. So that's the most unfunny part of the whole thing. Actually a scratch, and it happened putting this vent window in. Like, just dude wasn't paying attention, got it in a bind, boop, that's all it takes, one little pop and it's there. And unfortunately, like, it's in part of the blue that shows when it's all done. I don't know, I don't get mad about it. One, because I'm not paying for labor here. Two, because it's just kind of the way I'm wired. I don't get all pissy about stuff. Accidents happen. We're all human. So let's move on and we'll be fine. So, hey, I appreciate you guys watching. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for me, guys. We're growing this channel, trying to get somewhere with it so I can teach you all how to do more fun stuff. So, have a good one. Worst part about having your car in the body shop is it just keeps getting covered with dust. Look at this thing though. Like, another hard thing about doing one of these jobs is I never took any of this off, so I had to like hunt down and find every little part and piece to make it work. But like, it's got it in there, man, and it's all kind of in pretty tight, pretty nice. Door handles work from the inside. Yeah, rest of it's a mess, but we got one door put back together. You kind of have to do that just to round up all the screws and everything that you need. Another tough one is this rear window regulator assembly. I mean, I have a whole nother tailgate here that I was just going to take parts out of and put over there, but the wiring is slightly different in that deck lid or trunk than it tailgate. I guess that's what this is. Then wire's different between the two. Anyway, you get the picture. Got some extra parts we're gonna have to put on the eBay. That glass is still good and it's gonna be extra. Got this whole mechanism here. We might not get rid of that because we may need her someday. Then common Jeep problems, these little plastic pieces, they break every single time. So got a friend that's gonna recreate these out of billet aluminum for me. Oh yeah, can't walk by that without looking at it. So yeah, I mean, pretty good progress for a week of work on the Wagoneer, plus all the other stuff we got going on. You know, it's a lot of fun doing this some days. And then other days you're hunting for screws and you're trying to figure out colors, and yeah, it's a mess. So we try to take the victories where we can and just keep going. So it did pretty good on that little Prelude. Like, the spoiler was the only piece we had to repaint. And man, these guys, they didn't do bad getting it reshot. I set it up like this, kind of a pain in the butt to do these spoilers. I've tried hanging them up, but students don't do very good at painting things hanging up.